Right, let's take this 1985, I think it's 85, it's certainly a B plate, BMW 635 CSI automatic for a spin. Turn the warning, everything comes up the way it should, including the ABS light. This one actually does start on the button, literally, because it's been modified to have a starter button assembly. Into D, and off we go. Loads of traffic all of a sudden. Right, what can we tell you about this? Let's take the handbrake off, bit start. Dear oh dear. Showing 129,000 miles. Previously sold by us actually to the last owner. Quite pleased to have it back. I quite like this one. Put some lights on it. Check panel says that we've got a license plate light out. Oh well. So first have a look at. Right, what can we tell you about this? Say standard 635 CSI Auto, except it's running on Alpina type alloys. It's also got electric seats and a lot of Highline type leather in it. Actually, on the door cards, knee rolls, centre console, everything apart from the headlining actually is leather. So it starts on the button. There's no misfiring or hesitancy or overheating. The temperature gauge is just going up to its normal level now. Only thing I can find, the fuel gauge seems to have stopped working. I thought it was very low on fuel, so I started to pop some in. It hasn't moved. So having said that, the warning light isn't coming on. So I don't know if the warning light is still existing. I think let's put a can in the back and see what happens. Turn the heating down a bit. Track's nice and straight. Obviously switchable sports box on it, which yeah, that all functions nicely. Gearbox does as it should. Nice drivetrain on it. All I can detect is possibly the I think the rear exhaust is just banging on its mountings a little bit. You can just sort of hear the occasional sort of just knock from the exhaust. There is a little bit of wind noise from the driver's window. Perhaps the seal isn't as good as it could be. Electrically, everything else works. So certainly windows. The roof tilts, but won't slide, as I recall. And the fan, as quite often with these, won't operate unless it's on full. In fact, that fan sounds a bit as if it's dying. The noise it's making. Actually, it makes less noise when the aircon's turned on. The aircon won't be blowing cold. Don't know whether it just needs a recharge, whether it's something else, but I've never had one of these with working aircon, and this is no exception. It's got radio CD in it. When we last had this, I did a lot of miles on this before we sold it, and really enjoyed it, and so it's quite nice to have it back. The mirrors are all functioning the way they should. Just a civilised 6 to drive, basically. Yeah, just sort of a slight, just hear the exhaust sort of not vibrating as such, but moving on its mounts a little bit. Possibly had a new exhaust system on that hasn't been hung quite correctly. Can't see in the sun. It's okay. Changes gear very smoothly, as I say. Picks up well. This one has ABS on it, and it brakes nicely. It's not sort of, vibrating badly through the steering wheel or anything. Yeah, a thoroughly nice 6 this. It looks good. It drives nicely. It's got everything everything pleasant about it. That's about it, I think. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353 or in the office on 0118 946 3352, or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk if you want any further info. And